This is Dina. Welcome to my channel. I am back to show you this sweet little project. It's a Valentine box that I made it look like a little backpack, y'all. How sweet is this? I just love it. Turned out cute. You can decorate these up any way you want. Now, I have made a box like this on my channel before, and I called it the Band-Aid box. So I've taken the Band-Aid box dimensions and kind of altered them a little bit and added a little bit more paper to add this extra flap here. But it's large enough, and plus it has a Velcro enclosure, and it's large enough for a little 3x3 card. And I also added in some little chocolate treats. It'd be cute if you put a little bit of shred in there. That'd be real sweet too. So anyway, let me just show you how I made this. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need is you're going to need a piece of paper that measures 12 by 6 3/4. And on the, let's start with this portrait side. On the portrait side, let's score it at 1 1/2. And we're going to score it 5 1/4. And let's see here, and on the landscape side, we're going to score at 3 1/2. So we got 3 1/2 right here. And then we're going to score it at 5. And then I'm going to jump on over here to 8 1/2. And then I'm going to score at 9 1/2. Only to this line, the first score line down here, and then I'll flip it over and do it to this side as well. 9 1/2, only to that score line. See, y'all? Okay. And then your next score line is going to be only on the middle part of this, and it's going to be at 10. So I'm just gonna kind of lightly go over this, and then so I'll know this will be 10. Okay, so there we go. So let's just get started here. I think that's all the scoring we're going to need. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're just gonna kind of lightly bend on our score lines. And then I'm going to bend on these others just to kind of make it a little easier in the end. Just making sure I got it directly on my score line because I kind of went off there. And I'm going to bend a little bit here, bend a little bit here. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to do some trimming. So take your scissors, and at this little score line, there's going to be this little flap right here. Trim up to there. And trim to there. Do the same thing on this other side. Okay, now jump down here to where you have these little score lines here. You're going to trim here. And trim here. Okay, and then you're going to take it and kind of cut these at an angle. Okay, and let's do the other side. There. Cut it at an angle just to get this little piece off. Cut at an angle. You don't have to do that part if you don't want, but I find that it actually works a little better. Okay, and also too, let me see here. Okay, so let's start by adding some of our designer paper on here as well. Okay, so I've already pre-cut the paper I've chose to use. And so it's easier if you go ahead and add this on before you make your box. That way then you get it good and adhered down. So let's get going here. Okay, so I've got two pieces that's pretty much the same size, and each one of them is going to go here and here. Okay, so actually I think I'm going to do this one here and then here. But anyway, these actually measure for the bottom front is 3 5/8 by 3 3/8, and you had to cut two of them, one for the back and one for this front flap as well. So I'm going to use some adhesive. I'll go ahead and get this on. And I'm going to get this all centered down. Okay. I'm going to also do this one right here. Okay. I'm going to get this kind of centered in the center here. Okay, so now for the front pieces, I have cut this by 3 5/8 by 1 7/8, and this is going to be this other piece that's going to go up in here, and this one is actually 3 5/8 by, actually it's this one, 3 5/8 by 1 1/2, or just a little smidge less. So let's get these adhered down. Let's get this one adhered down. Don't worry about it, like I said, don't worry about those dimensions. I will have them in the description box below. Okay. This one, you want to make sure you get these really smoothed down really well. Okay. So I also need you to do some extra cutting right up here on this little flap right here. I forgot to tell you guys about this one. So cut that just to that score line there, and also kind of cut that one at an angle. You can always cut that off if you want, but you'll see what I do with it. Okay, so there we go. Let's get that little piece off. Okay, so now this is kind of how it's going to go. You're going to have this folded up like this. So we're going to need some pieces on the sides. So you'll be able to see that this is where we're going to need to put our two last pieces. So I've got one to go, actually these, got one here, got one here. And these little side pieces, the side pieces, let me tell you exactly, it's 1 1/4 by 1 1/4 by 3 3/8. So let's get this in here down. I have to look at my notes here to make sure I'm doing it right. And just to make sure. Okay, one more. Then we'll be able to start putting our box together. So easy, y'all, so easy. Just kind of line this up over here. Okay, and there we go. Now we've got all the pieces, got everything cut, and it should look just like this. Let me lay it out like this. You can put a piece on the bottom if you wish, but it's on the bottom, so I don't really think you need it. But yeah, I don't really think you're gonna need it. So like I said, the way it's gonna be folded is we're gonna be folding it in like this. So, and this is gonna come over like this. So we need to put some adhesive on the sides of both of these flaps, and I'm just gonna use some score tape because that's what I have here. You can use your art glitter glue or whatever kind of glue you wish, as long as it's a nice sturdy glue or adhesive. So I'm just gonna put some, I'm gonna do some really good adhesive on both sides here. Okay. And I'm gonna put some on this side. One more. Okay, so now we got those. Make sure we get this good and pressed down really well. And so now, since we're gonna be folding it up like this, I'm just gonna put a little bit of my tape runner tape right here on these little flaps, so they kind of go flush up against the side. Now slowly go ahead and make sure the little flaps are pushed in. Line up the bottom of the box, and I just line mine up with the edge of with the bottom of my table. And there we go. So this is what it's starting to look like. Now you're going to peel off your score tape, or put your wet glue at this time if you choose to use wet glue, or red tape. Any of those will work. So now fold this over. Make sure it's nicely folded up in there where your flaps are gonna just go up here, just like this. And just like that. So there you go. That's looking pretty good there. You'll see how pretty it looks. Okay, so now with these little guys right here, you could have, like I said, you could have just trimmed them off. Or what I did is, I don't know, it kind of gives, I don't know if it gives it any more stability, but I just put a little tape on them and folded it down inside. Some tape, kind of fold it down inside. So now we have our box that looks like this, y'all, and it's already got beautiful decorative paper already on it. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is, I have these little fastener dots. I think I got these at Dollar Tree, and they're just little Velcro dots. And so I'm just gonna use one of them, or one set actually. Okay, I gotta make sure, because when I peeled it off, I did the other one perfectly good there earlier. Okay, so I'm just gonna put my Velcro dot up inside, and you can put it up a little higher if you want. Line it up carefully, decide where you're gonna fold it, and peel it off and just press it down really well. And now we have our little Velcro enclosure. Now let's make the straps. So since I used black cardstock, I'm just going to use black cardstock for the straps too. You can also add a little skinnier piece of paper on them as well. But I'm just going to use this piece of black scrap. I'm going to cut it 3/4 of an inch wide, and you're going to need to cut 2 of these and then trim them at 7 inches. Okay. And I'm just going to kind of line them up, put them on my mat here so I know where 7 inches is. And I'm just going to use my scissors and trim it off. Now if you want to add a little stream of scoring or washi tape or something down here, now's the time to do it. If you want to add a little to and from tag back here, and go ahead and have your child write it or write to your friend or whatever and stick it back here, now would be the time to do that as well. Get this over here. Okay. So anyway, super cute, right y'all? Okay, so let's make the little straps. You can use some wet glue or you can use some score tape or whatever. And all we're going to do is we're going to be adhering them back here. I found kind of curling my paper just a tad helps them to curl a little better. And at the top, just kind of fold it over at about a 1/2 inch or so. And you're going to adhere it right like this. And I went in about a 1/2 inch. And that's what you're going to do. So let's get some, let me get some of my art glitter glue. Art glitter glue, red tape, anything that you would like to use. If you use art glitter glue, you gotta hold it a sec, y'all. Okay. And then you're gonna take it and you're gonna fold it about a 1/2 inch at the bottom. Gonna fold it in. And you're going to put some down here as well. So add your glue or your adhesive. And you can kind of just press it down. If you want to add a little glue down here or some adhesive, you can do that where it kind of goes up like this. You could do that as well. Okay, so now I got that on there. Let's do the other one. I'm going to fold it down about 1/2 inch, add some adhesive, go in about 3/4 inch, or maybe 1/2 inch. Just kind of eyeball it where you want to put them. Kind of press them down. I'm going to fold up that 1/2 inch underneath. And I'll hold this one down. How sweet is this little box, y'all? And it still looks like a Band-Aid box. If y'all saw that video, I made 3x3 cards and put in there. But yeah. Okay, so you kind of press them up a little bit. But yeah, how sweet is that? Then you can just add your Velcro. Put it down like this. Okay, so now we're going to make a little card to put inside. And I've went ahead and cut some paper and rounded the corners. This is 7 by 3.5. I've just folded it in half. And I've gone ahead and cut myself a little piece of paper that can kind of go over this to make it pretty. And then I'll layer it up. So let me just grab my little tape runner here. And here we go. And I've got some little Valentine stickers here. I'm just going to keep it simple. Let's see, I'm going to just add this one to the front. I think I'll do it this way. Layer this up if you like. Do whatever you like. And then I've got some cute little stickers here. Here's one that says, "You look sweet." You can just put that here. And let's see. I think that's all I'm going to put. There's a little flower. think I'll leave it. Okay, so see how that will look. You can put a little greeting inside. Whatever you want to do. But yeah, let me just see. I'm looking to see if I had anything. Okay, so there we go. That will do good. So now you'll see that you'll be able to just fit your card down in here. You can actually make several cards if you want. And then as you see, like on this one, you can add some treats in it. And here we go. Just line this up nice and straight. And there you go. Okay, so all we need to do is put a little something on the front. And let me see, I'm going to grab my embellishment box. Okay. Let me see what I want to put on the front. I might just actually just do some of these cute little hearts. Maybe you could put that in the center. Yeah, I'm kind of liking just putting something simple there. I have some of these. Nah, I kind of like this one. Okay, so I'm just gonna use my art glitter glue, get this adhered down. Okay. And I'm just going to adhere this down. Okay, gotta hold it on there for a second, y'all. And there we go. Decorate these up any way you want. I just did mine simple for the sake of the video. But how sweet is it? Just put a little heart on there. Whatever you want to do. It's just sweet, y'all. It's really a sweet little thing. So there you go. How easy is that? How easy is this? Super cute little Valentine backpack box. Right, when I thought about my Band-Aid box, I thought, I'm gonna make it into a backpack, and all you have to do is add some strips of paper on the back, and how cute. Now you can put them up like this if you like, so that way they kind of stays up more. I'm not going to worry about it, but I think that you could do that as well. That way it just kind of stays up better. Or you can just leave it like this. But how cute are these, y'all? And if you're giving it to someone, maybe put a little tag on the back, or be mine, or something like that, or put like a name tag on the back here before you put it all together. That'd be good too. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you will take time and make some of these cute little boxes. And yeah, y'all, I'm gonna quit rambling on, and y'all have a great night. Bye.